Good morning, or good day, or good evening. I'm back today with another stream, and we're once again going to continue the development on the interaction system. Although I've thought about it quite a bit, and the interactor part of the interaction system is beautiful. The interactable part of the system, though, might need some fixing up, and that's what I'm going to do today. So this is something I should have done a while ago. Don't really know why I didn't take the dive and just do it. I think I had this naive idea that I could pull it off with this interactable interface, but I've thought about it, and I think the best way forward is to just convert this one to a base class, much like Interactor, and then have a set of subclasses to that one. So if we have an object in the game and we want to define how it's interacted with, how it can be interacted with, we just add a set of interactables. If we want to define how that entity can interact with the world, we just add a set of interactors. And entity and animate entity and playable entity will solve the rest. Or that's the idea, at least. So let's go to interactable first of all and do this. Although, interactor, what do we have here? We have it as abstract. I think that's good. KJJ, good morning. How are you doing today? Let me just add these tasks as well. Show input options for button map. This one is done. This one is done. And this one is done. Nice. Do I want... This one is also done, this flow here. Maybe just put these here. So, change I interactable from interface to abstract class. Implement interactable. Actually, change I think it's interactor state to interaction state, because we're going to use this one both in interactor and interactable. KJJ was playing game, but it didn't go well, so just started studying. Okay, that's good, I suppose. That's good, I suppose. What's up, Beep Love? Hey man, how's it going? Your family okay now? They were okay this weekend, and then we decided to go away and spend time with family. So my son could play with his cousins. Unfortunately, he seems to have been... what is the English word for it? Well, he seems to be a little bit sick again. So unfortunately, today is going to be a little bit of a shorter stream. Let me just see what the English word for infected, is that really? I was about to say infected, but it seems a little bit harsh. But yeah, he was probably infected again with a new sickness. So yeah, he's home today. But it's okay, it's nothing serious. Interaction state. Implement different interactables. So that's pretty much just... Yeah, we're gonna move the functionality of some of the interactables out from their current class and into new separate classes. But I could do it. Let's see, I'm thinking, like, if I have all these different ways something can be interacted with, if I keep that in its own class, then like it's going to be a lot of drag and dropping when I create new creatures, for instance, or if the classes are instantiated properly. But I could also, like, if one entity has a body component on itself, then like having a body component implies that it's focusable and liftable and so on. So I might still be able to bind certain interactables with components. But yeah, we will explore that a little bit down the road. Spruce Mountain Games, what's up? How are you doing today? Good morning indeed. And when it comes to entity and game object, I think we're gonna wait with this and keep... Yeah, we're gonna have interaction type. And I think we're gonna have this as well. And we're gonna have a handle interaction. But these two, I think we can skip. Okay. Interactor drop. Yeah, this is something I want to do as well. Janek Tuisk, what's up? Hey, why do you do abstract class instead of interface? New to this. Yeah, I've had it as interface for quite a while, but I decided to change now because I think that will work better with my system. So there were a few problems that appeared by going with the interface route, but okay, this is the most important thing. A lot of interactables are going to share functionality. So, and that's the most important part why I switched from interface to abstract class, that a lot of interactables are going to share functionality, which I can put in the base class interactable instead of re-implementing it for every class that is implementing the interface. But we will see. I've been wrong before. We will see how this turns out. So change interactor process interactable to work with entity, I think. Janik Chuisk, I hope it turns out good. So do I. So do I. Oh yeah. Interaction attribute functions. Okay, we're getting to the functionality soon. Let's just fix all these issues so far. And I wonder, one sec, if we take entity for instance, yeah, we get some issues here. Good, so let's just go through them and change to this new system. Interactor here. So first of all, process interactable. We're gonna rename this one to process, and it's gonna be entity. Either if we do it like this, or no, I think we're gonna do it like this. And I think it's process with two C's, by the way, is it? Process, nah. So this is probably also going to change to a virtual function, because we probably want to set interaction state, or interactor state it's called right now, but yeah. virtual. Okay, it's gonna be a lot of that, so let's just do this. The main reason I did this, so we send in entity here, so we let the interactor subclasses pick out the interactable. That's because there's a lot of information in entity we might want as well. So the more general information is in entity, and I don't want interactable to have a reference to entity. But yeah, this might also be the wrong approach, but we will find out. So then we can do this. This is something that is going to be set in the base class. And yeah, like most of the things will have most of the interactors will work on both entity and the interactor or interactable. But yeah, interactor focus. Like focus, for instance, right now at least is we don't need more specific information than this for now. Interactor consume, however, here we're gonna need a lot more. Oops. Oh yeah. Okay, so as I see it, we either do, don't we have this one? Interaction attribute function. Oh yeah. I also want to do, I want to rename this one. So there's really two options when it comes to interactor. Either we do it like this, we just send in the entity and we let the interactor fetch the interactable if it needs it. Or we let interactable have a reference to entity. Maybe. Or the third option, we send in both entity and interactable here. But yeah, I need to think about that, I think. Do we have any issues? Probably yes. Okay. Okay, so this is gone. This one is just changed to interactable. Let's see here, attribute handler. Yeah, we want these things. This one was because it implemented interface, so we don't need this. And we don't need these. interactable. And then we have handle interaction as well. We don't need this one anymore. I'm starting to think that like currently a few of the interactors actually don't need a specific interactable. So I'm wondering if they might just work with interactable itself. Like okay, let's see here. What do we have so far? Interaction type. Interaction type. Pick up, consume, collect, focus, drop. Okay, so I have to think a few steps ahead. So initially when I look at this interaction type, we have none, pick up, consume, collect, focus, drop. And I think about focus, for instance. So focus, we take the interactor. So if we add an interactor focus to an entity, that entity will be able to focus on stuff. And then the question is, does focus really need to have a interactable implementation? Like, could we just go with interactable? Because how specific do we need to be? But then I'm thinking, like, we might have a creature that if it gets focused by something, it might react to that focus. So if it's getting noticed, if it notices that it's being focused by something, it might want to flee. For instance, if we have a creature that has a low relationship stat or attribute towards the player, that creature might want to run away when the player focuses it, or stuff like that. And that's why we need a specific component for focus, because we're going to have to do a lot of functionality in there, I suppose. But like, we can take another example. So pick up, when a creature gets picked up, we might want to play a custom pickup animation. It's always, you have to compare like the pros and cons between interface and abstract class. Senior Lampardos, if that's how the essay is, what SR stands for. What's up? How are you doing today? Yeah, I think this is how. And then it's also a question of, do I want to do a hard cast in, like, the interactor system handles all the interactions on a generic level, but once a interaction actually is prompted and we're down at the last level, should interactor interactor consume cast the interactable it's interacting with to interactable consume. I don't know. You said it correctly. Oh, good. Yeah, same here. Just trying to progress this interaction system. Fighting with all the different options and approaches. Yannick T, thank you so much for the follow, appreciate it. It feels like, and Senior Lampardos, thank you as well. It feels like I just need to take the jump. It feels like I've been a bit too passive, at least yesterday. And fuck it, let's continue. We do have some issues we want to solve. Droppable. We're gonna rename this one as well, but I interactable. Oh yeah. And that, of course, let's see, interactable, mono behavior. I want to rename. Droppable later on. We don't need this one anymore. This is override, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. Consumable, yeah, this one I attribute user, yes, of course. Although yeah. Okay. Okay, nice. I just want to do some changes as well here. So what do we have? Interactor definitions. Okay, first of all, droppable. Change IInteractable from interface to abstract class. Change interactor state to interaction state. So interaction type. Interaction state. Wonder if I want to change it here first of all. Interaction. There we go. We're gonna do this. Interaction state, and move it out here. So we have interaction type, interaction state, and then we have interactors, and then we have interactables. Like some parts of this system I'm I wouldn't go as far as saying I'm in love with them, but I like them a lot. But then there are these small ugly parts of it that I would like to remove. I don't know if I will be able to, but we will find out. Interactor dependency. Yeah, we're gonna keep that one as interactor specific. Interactor consume drop. Yes. So if I want to, so the workflow is going to be like this. If I want to introduce a new interaction into my game, I need to define a interactor, so one part of the interaction, and I need to define a interactable, the other part of the interaction. And I think that's a good way to go about it. This means that I don't need to jump into already established components and extend their functionality or add new functionality or destroy them or make them more complex. I just create a new interactor X and a new interactable X and add them to the affected entities. Sounds good. Guess I'm gonna find out if it's actually good in practice. Okay, so interactor state rename is done. Okay, this is one. This is a very weird design choice. I just like side note. Let's see here. I want to open up first of all interaction state. Okay, side note. I think this is a weird design choice in Visual Studio Code. Like if you have these tabs here, and like if this one doesn't fit, like the last one being extended all the way over here, I don't get this choice, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, why not have the X here, at least? Okay. Okay, so this one is changed to interaction state now. And that's because an interactor will have an interaction state. And a interactable will also have an interaction state. And that's okay, let's see here. So yesterday we had a problem of the characters interactor pickup holding an object or processing an object, and then we have an interactor drop, but the drop interaction will stop the pickup interactor from processing the interactable, but we didn't really have a way to communicate that. But now, since the interactables will have a state as well, they can send out a state change and make so the interactor can listen to the interactable, and if the state changes on the interactor gets notified and stops its interaction. That's the idea, at least. Illuminati, what's up? How are you doing today? It's good afternoon for you, right? Okay. Change interactor state to interaction state. Implement different interactables. Okay, so this is just a cleanup of these here. So it's basically going to be can I remove some of these? Fuck it. Nice to hear, Illuminati. Nice to hear. So first of all, I want to rename this one to interactable drop. Illuminati, it's 2 p.m. Okay, so I was pretty spot on. That's afternoon, right? I do like the naming convention of doing focusable, interactable, and so on. But like droppable, pick-upable, it works for some of them, but not for all. Interactable focus, and then we just have interactable here. All right. I thought we had consume. Oh yeah, consumable is under items, because I had this pretty naive idea of how to implement items and consumables way back when. So we're just gonna move this one here. So it's pickup that is missing, because that one was bound to the entity previously. Okay. Interactable consume, interactable drop focus. Where we're getting these. Let's open it in here. Interactable, I want to move them all to here. Interactable consume. State and type, we can keep those there. Drop, focus, and pickup. I think I want to try, in the coming days here, I want to try and implement, like, for instance, for pickup, I want to, or consume maybe, consume is probably a better option. So I want to fully implement a consume just to test the system. So that includes creating a eat animation for the character, and a consume animation for the consumable, and changing like attributes and stuff like that. Illuminati, have you ever tried Indian food? Yes, many times. Some of it is very good. I like it spicy as well. So, okay, I think my go-to is Vindaloo, but keep in mind that here in like spicy Indian food here in Sweden is probably not as spicy as in actual India. But yeah, it's good, it's good. Okay. I just need to take a look at character here. State processing. Okay, so this still works. So the refactoring was pretty good. Pickup state not processing. Illuminati, yeah, people here love spicy food. Yeah, so I've heard, or that is my understanding. Okay, so what I was thinking as well with this interaction system is you could do something like this. So having an entity implies that it's focusable, droppable, and pick-upable, and so on. Whoa. Shouldn't this be... Okay, that's very weird. Yeah, okay, we have something wrong in the compilation here. This is weird. Illuminati, you know a lot about India. I wouldn't say a lot, but a few things. I have some Indian friends here as well, or acquaintances here in Sweden. Okay, we're back. I'm wondering why the hell doesn't focusable? We don't even have this one even, or do we? Go to implement, go to definition. Oh, yeah, I didn't rename them here. It's me being... Interactor consumable, we want to change the name of this one to interactable consume. And that's probably why we had a crash. Okay, and now we have it like this. Okay, good. So it all depends on the actual setup I want to do for each interaction, but like for now doing something like this might work. So having an entity implies these interactions or possible interactions. So what do we have then? Interaction type: pick up, consume, collect, focus, drop. Drop, focus. We don't have collect yet, but interactable pickup. Yeah. Okay, this is nice now during testing. My teacher once told me that the sun don't set in Norway for a few months. That happens in Sweden too. Yeah, in the northern part of Sweden. I think it's, yeah, in the absolute most north of Sweden, I don't think the sun sets for a couple of months in summer. And then I don't remember exactly, but I think it might even be that the sun doesn't show for a couple of months in the winter as well. My recollection is a little bit fuzzy there. But so I think it was 2 years ago I was in Iceland during the summer, and we were in the northern part of Iceland, and there it was something very similar. So the sun didn't set at all. So it was a weird feeling being up at like 3, 4 or 2, 3 in the night and the sun was still up. Pretty cool. Okay, but this is something I can do now. Not entirely sure I will be able to do this in the future because we might have extremely specific setup for these, but yeah. Okay, let's see if the interaction system still works as it should. now with these changes, implement different interactables. I suppose that's true. Yeah, we're gonna do this soon. Okay, let's see. Okay, focus seems to work still. Ooh, but actually, we don't get interactive focus, interactable pickup, interactable drop. Yeah, these are the ones that are added. So what do we have? Interactor pickup. Available. Yeah, this one doesn't get ready. So this one changes to processing. But interactor pickup, which is waiting on interactor focus to be processing. So why? Okay, let's see. Illuminati, have you ever used a AWS service in your project? No, not in my game dev projects. I have used it for other stuff though. Okay, this is weird that this one stopped working. For some reason, thanks to these changes. I wonder if I think I know why. I know why. If we go to interactable consume, this one returns consume. Interactable drop returns drop. Interactable focus returns focus. Interactable pickup returns interaction type drop. Okay, so that's bad. Okay, beautiful. Now we get the option here. Pick up, pick up, pick up. What do we get for this one? Nothing. Pick up. So if I pick up, now we have it in our hand and we can't focus anything else. Unfortunately, it ran away, but let's see. Interactable pickup, handle interaction. Interactor pickup. Or is it? Enter game set parent, handle interaction this. Okay, interactable pickup, handle interaction. What's up, Cypher? How are you doing today? I'm doing a lot of changes here today, i.e. I'm having a pretty good flow, but yeah, we will see if these changes are good or not. Brandon, what's up? La 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 la, indeed. Something dot reset transform to initial, or Cypher, hardly any sleep. Damn. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks, and I can relate. I didn't sleep that good tonight as well. Well, and unfortunately I stopped drinking coffee a month back, so I can't really utilize that. I do drink tea though, with a tiny bit of caffeine. The joy of kids, indeed. Yeah, my son had a pretty bad ear infection this night, so he was in quite a lot of pain, but it's way better now. But yeah, still home from daycare for today. Okay, so now pickup should work as well. Okay, so we're back at where we were yesterday, but with a better yeah, with a little bit of an improved implementation. So I'm happy with this. Cypher, tea has more caffeine than coffee. Doubt. But let's put it to the test. Illuminati, are you married? No, I'm not. Coffee. Yeah, depends on tea and coffee. That's definitely true. But I wanted to see what Google says general. Caffeine amount 40 milligrams per 100 grams. Okay. Tea, caffeine. And so tea, it's so fucking general. But okay, generally coffee has more. Generally. And then it depends on what kind of tea you drink. It's almost like I want to run and check the tea. I think brown tea has less caffeine than green tea as well, I think. Oh, it's actually... okay. These numbers... Cypher, ever tried Roboy's Red Bush tea? Don't think I have. And Illuminati character movement are pretty good. Thank you. I'm still working on it though. The animator. Let's see here. Red Bush tea. Or is it just red tea? Or is this a specific type of red tea? Such as 10 cups per day. Whoa. Okay, yeah. Okay, I might want to try this one. I've tried red tea, so other red tea, but I'm not sure I've tested this one. Ooh, this is good. Ooh, I love this. I was a big tobacco user previously, so if I could get this. Yannick tea, I really like Boss tea. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to try this one. My girlfriend is South African and it's super big there. It's really good. Yeah, I'm gonna try this one. Definitely. And let's see here, Illuminati, we mostly have milk tea. What is milk tea? Okay, so just a combination of tea and milk. Rooibos. My pronunciation of that is probably quite far off. I have tea with milk in, trying to cut out sugar. Yeah, I just drink my tea without milk or sugar. Oh, actually, I have a teaspoon of honey in it as well. I'm spot on. Wow, nice. Okay, so we're back at where we were yesterday, but with a more robust with a more robust system in the background. Yeah, I suppose it's pretty fancy with honey, but you know. Drop. Okay, and drop, that's where it stops working. So we need to work on drop a tiny bit here. And this is where this system is hopefully going to shine. I like just normal black tea with honey. Me too. So I usually do, like, in the morning, I go for a black tea with a teaspoon of honey, because my black tea has a little bit more caffeine than my green tea. And then on the afternoon I take one more cup, but with green tea, and with or without the teaspoon of honey. It depends. But yeah, like previously I drank a lot of coffee and energy drinks and such. I never drank coffee for the taste. I've never really liked it, but more for the effect. And lately I've just been trying to cut out a lot of stuff. Like, I don't want to be dependent on that much. But yeah, now I'm probably dependent on tea. Oh well. I got a variety pack of tea for Christmas. Oh, nice. That's actually a good gift for someone that likes tea. And I bought a coffee machine, then the girlfriend got pregnant, so I can't. Okay. Oh, how nice of you to skip on it as well. I actually do I use my coffee machine as a tea maker these days. It works pretty good. Okay. Interactor drop. Yes. Okay, so interactable. We're gonna add some functionality to it, and this is why I chose to make this into a abstract class instead of an interface. We're gonna have a little bit of functionality within this one, but before I do that, I want to do these two tasks. So it's the same with interactor basically. Where do we have interactor? There. this function right here and maybe this function right here is gonna be abstract as well, or virtual as well. Yeah, so we're gonna do it like this. Interactor. Virtual void process, and this one is basically just gonna do these two. Good morning, Soul Reaver, how are you doing today? And stop processing is going to be very similar. Soul Reaver, I'm good, just getting set up for another busy work day. Nice. Also monitoring a 3D print closely. Nice, interesting. Care to elaborate on the experiment, or is it a secret? Fucking, like, some of the things people make with 3D printers are amazing, and some of them not as amazing. Interactor consume process. I wonder if, yeah, probably want to do process last here. Interactor pickup. I'm always... There might exist a more pretty way to do this, like, because now it depends on me doing this. Like what I could do instead is something like, in Interactor we have protected void process, and then we have, maybe I should do it like this actually. Let's see. Let's see, protected void process, protected void stop processing, and here we have something like this, and And then when we call process here, we do process, and we do entity get interactable interaction type. Because then we don't need to do base process and base stop processing in the subclasses, so that might be better. Let's see here. Illuminati, have you ever seen Northern Lights? No, unfortunately not. I've been to places where they have appeared when I've been there, but I've always seemed to miss them, unfortunately. Let's see. Soul Reaver. Oh no. Let's see. I wish 3D printing was more revolutionary rather than become almost a toy kind of thing. So much potential. Yeah, it's definitely on the rise. Like, I've heard about 3D printing organs and stuff like that, and then I've heard a lot about 3D printing weapons that actually work. Let's see now. Soul Reaver. Oh no, because I got my standing desk working. Okay. Oh, very nice. Yes, we'd love to see the result of that. Illuminati 3D printing houses, question mark. Yeah, I've seen something like it as well. It's like, it's not using a 3D printer, right, but a similar method. 3D printing boats. Yeah, it's a interesting world ahead. Stop processing. So it's all about if I want to do handle interaction. We're going to move that one as well. Okay, so doing something like this I think is the better option. So process, then we call process on the sub process. But I wonder about this one. Maybe yeah, maybe we don't need this one right now. So interactor consume, we don't care about that one, and this one is so then we don't need to do this. Debug is something I want to move to interactor as well. So when we do process here, we're gonna start game object name interactor. Interactor. Oops. Interaction type plus interacting with interactor consume interacting with. Yeah, I think this is good. So we do the debugging here. Let's see here. Soul Reaver NB. I don't 3D print boats unless they are benchy boats when I'm checking things on my printers. I don't know if I understand anything of that sentence. And Illuminati, I want to know what you think about the future of programming and AI. Please share your opinion. Damn. I'm not gonna lie, I've thought about it quite a lot, but I don't think I've arrived at something. I think it's going to be a tool in the toolset, like all other revolutionary tools. But I still think we're a bit away from it. Sorry, I just didn't want people to be... Oh, okay, I get it. I get it now. I get it. Okay, so something like this for interact or consume. We don't do this anymore. Cypher glory to the AI. Yeah. It's extremely powerful, but yeah, still... I think we're still a few years away from it actually taking over. But then again, I have to admit I haven't been using generative AI or AGI that much. Our stop processing here is... yeah, I don't want to do this one. Handle interaction. We're gonna move this one as well. And interactor drop. What do we have here? Override process. We don't care about this one. And this was something I thought about yesterday, but I don't think we don't need this one. This one, it won't be, we won't implement like the disabling of pickup this way. I don't think. Okay, nice. So I also wanted to do, we process it and then we do oh yeah. Is this a bad way to do it? Interact? Hopefully not. Yeah, let's do it like this. Cypher, the company I work for, is going big on AI. That's interesting. Like, in what way? Are they using other companies' AI solutions, or are they developing their own? Or maybe you can't say. Illuminati, I guess you asked because you love writing code and want to do it your entire life. Yeah, writing code in some way is probably always going to, or is going to exist for a lot of more years. So I don't think you have to be afraid. It's just that the way you write code might change. Okay, I just want to double check now with the new architecture that it still works. And hopefully one second. Okay, back. My girlfriend has a meeting in about 10 minutes, so I just have to go AFK real quick then. Yeah, okay. I want to try if this still works. Pick up displayed, and we do pickup still works, and I can instantiate drop, but it doesn't actually do anything. Okay, so everything works. Nice. Now I can hopefully move on to some new things. So interactable, handle interaction. I'm gonna check out that link a little bit later, Cypher. To do, handle, consume. Sub. Okay, so handle interaction. Okay, so interactable should also have states, just like interactor, because that state is going to be able to change from multiple different, in multiple different ways. I'm thinking so many things, but one scenario might be a creature consuming something and another creature going up to that creature and taking it, like starting to consume an object another creature is already consuming. But that's one of those a little bit more detailed and less prioritized interactions. But another way might be a creature picking something up and starting to consume it, and when it's fully consumed, i.e. the consumable is gone, then pickup needs to be notified. So go public. I wonder if I just want to call it state, actually. Might want to do it in an interactor as well. Don't know if I want to go private or protected here, but and I want something very similar to this. Chefatus, what's up? Sorry about the pronunciation. How are you doing today? Interaction type, interactor state, interactor state. Okay, interactable. I pretty much want the exact same thing here. So I want a state, and when it changes, we invoke something. And then we also need to remember to remove listener. The croons, are you using ECS? No, not yet. Yeah, fuck it, let's do pretty much exactly this in interactable. So interaction state, and Unity event interactor. I wonder if I want to go like this for now. And like this. So then it's up for interactor when we start processing something. So when we do processed entity is equal to this one, processed entity. Might implement something similar to this here as well. So when this one changes, we start listening to it. But unfortunately, I need to run AFK for a while now. I don't know for exactly how long, but hopefully not too long. So be right back. What's up? I'm back. I'm really sorry about that. So, unfortunately, my kid is sick, and I need to take care about him. Take care of him today as well. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to stream more today. But hopefully, I will be back tomorrow and continue this, because even though I only streamed for not even 2 hours today, I still think we made a lot of progress. So yeah, same here, Cypher, same here. It's unfortunate, but yeah. Yes. But thank you so much for watching. Sorry about the long AFK, and have a great rest of the day, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Peace.